Hey everybody, this is the channel Moyna Bass Fishes. I'm Jim Moyna, professional bass fisherman. In this video, we're going to talk about the last day of practice, which is a half a day. This is for the 2024 Bassmaster Open here on Santee, Cooper in South Carolina. So today we were greeted this morning with the pitter-patter of rain on the camper roof. That's that happens. That's going to happen. That's part of life. So that's why we have good rain gear, so we can go out and fish in the rain. The rain gear that I'm running is made by Blackfish, and let me grab the top right here. This is one of their new ones. They got two new rain suits this year. This is the Rage. It's called the Rage rain suit. Blackfishgear.com is their website, and it performed really well. That's the second time I've had that rain gear in a day of fishing where I've had a lot of rain, and it's keeping me dry. So that is a good thing. So and it rained most all of the half day, so we had to be off the water at noon. So it probably rained till like, I don't know, 10:30, 11, something like that. But anyhow, it was just a the fish, with the weather coming through. We kind of had a warm night last night again. So the water temperatures in the shallows and in the deep water, just everywhere, the water temperatures in general did not fall. And therefore, the bite that was going down yesterday was just a continuation of it in the first half a day this morning. The fish were biting. They were on. I've got a good idea how I can catch some fish out here now. After yesterday and this half day today, I went to expand water, check other places. And it didn't take long before I got into them again. So I only put 2 fish in the boat, but cut the hooks off my baits. So because you don't really want to hook the fish, so you just feel the strike, and then you just count it as a bite. So I don't know what size fish I'm around. Although I'll say this, the two fish I did put in the boat, one was a 2-pounder and the other one was like over 5 pounds. So, hey, that's promising anyhow. There are some big ones to be had with what I'm doing. All right, so we got back to the camper here at noon, and by then now the sun was shining, so that felt great. We needed it. Things needed to dry out, and then I ran to registration. Had to be there by 2. That was, I did a few things between noon and 2. Obviously, I went and got gas for the boat, took a shower, and then I went to the registration at 2. Got that done. Came back here and just started working on gear, and then the rain came back. So. It makes that is the Achilles heel of doing this in a camper, is when you're trying to prepare equipment the day before the tournament and it rains. That's just a whole nother layer of just you can't get your stuff as prepared, as detailed as you like, just because I'm not gonna. You can't do it out in the rain. You can't. I'll take rods inside the camper. I'll take stuff inside the camper, but it's more of a minimal. It's a minimal sort of a situation. I'm not able to address every little detail like I normally do. So. And the rain, and then of course, you don't want to be opening and closing your boat compartments when it's raining, because pretty soon it's gonna be soaked in there, and then takes forever to dry both compartments out. So it's just, I try to keep things tightened up and covered, and just try to do the absolute super necessary things uh, to prepare. For example, if I have some line that needs to be respooled badly, yes, I will do it. I will bring the rod and reel inside this camper and do it right in here. The other trick, sometimes you can find a car wash. That's a good trick for rainy days when you're trying to get stuff ready, because nobody's washing a car on a rainy day. So you just go to one of these do-yourself car washes. So you got a roof over your head. So that's pretty cool. I didn't do that today because I didn't know it was going to rain a second time around until it actually started. I was looking at the clouds like, hey, this doesn't look good, and no, it wasn't. But that's always a trick. Or abandoned gas stations, you can get under their canopies sometimes. So those are, sometimes I look for those things, but I wasn't looking for it this time. All right, so so how does it look for the tournament? I'm going to say that a lot of fish are going to be caught in this tournament. I think there's going to be big catches by several people. In fact, there's going to be at least 10 pound. There's going to be at least 10 anglers with over 20 pounds for their 5, and it could be 20 anglers. It really could. This lake's got the fish. It's got the size. It probably will be. It'll probably be like 15 anglers over 20 pounds, if not more. I've seen that in the past tournament results here, where it's just, everybody, a big part of the field, like a quarter or a third of the field's got 20 pounds or better. So we could potentially see that, because this is the type of lake that it is. It's a quality big bass fishery. I just got to make sure I'm one of those guys with like 23, 24 pounds. That's what I got to make sure of. And I don't know. I don't know. I'm generating bites, but because I'm not hooking these fish, I don't know what size they are. That's just the thing. I don't know what I'm going to run into the next 2 days. But we'll find out. That's why fishing is exciting. It's going to be exciting out there. So, hey, that doesn't need to turn on while I'm talking. That's my fan. I got a little heater in here. It's like the first time it's turned on like all day. So, anyhow. So, I think that's about all I really need to discuss, because we talked about the rain, we talked about the fishing. I'm not talking about my techniques. I'm not talking about the depth. I'm not talking about the patterns. That will follow at the end. When I say the end, when I shoot a video recapping this tournament, I'll show you the baits. I'll tell you how I fished them, where I fished them, and whether or not it was and the effectiveness of it all, right? Because I may do bad in this tournament, and I will probably not talk about the baits that much. But anyhow, thanks for watching, and have a good night. Over.